my name is Sonja from Success Fitness, and today we're going to be doing a stability ball workout. You want to have a ball that is good for your size. So if I'm 5'6", I have a 65 centimeter ball, so roughly knee to hip alignment, that's kind of what we want. If your ball is a little bit bigger, you're going to be here. If it's too small, your knees are going to be up to your chest. So if that's the only ball that you have right now, then it will work, but in the future, we want to sit on it and we want to have that nice 90-degree angle. Yeah? Okay. So, stability ball warm up. All we're going to start doing is we're going to raise those knees up, and at the same time, we're going to tap the ball to the outside of that hip. Yes? So we're just going to warm up. We're going to shift that ball side to side so I can keep hiding behind the ball. Here we go. Good work. And press. And press. So we just want to warm up, but because we're hanging onto that ball, we're also going to get those arms in there, we're going to get those shoulders in there, right? So with a lot of times when we work one area, doesn't necessarily mean that other areas are not part of this. And we sort of learn that through all these activities that we do. Exhale out, inhale in. So this is really important, and we just sort of get the body moving, mobile, raising that leg right up about hip level. Yeah? If that's too much for you, don't take it as high, right? Take it a little bit more lower impact, lower version, more level. Lower impact doesn't always mean that it's easy. We always think it's easy. It just means there's no hopping. So there'll be no hopping today. Okay? 4, 3, 2, and time. We're going to go around the world. So we're going to rotate the ball, stepping it to one side, rotating it, stepping to the other side. So we're going to do 2 rows, okay? So roll, step, roll, reach. Roll, step, roll, reach. A little coordination for you. Now, if you want to do a little bit of hopping, you can take it over with a little bit more vigorous. Yes? Rotate. Get those shoulders in there. Rotate. Yes? Rotate. Now, depending on your ball, if it's too big, it's going to be hard for you to do this. So could you do this with a dumbbell? Could you do this with a big water bottle with a jug? Sure you can, right? So we can totally get creative with these things. And again, over and press. But just remember, it's just a warm up. So the heart rate is going to come up. Your temperature should come up. So I'm not really doing this to get vigorous cardio going. Give me a couple more. 1 more. And release. How are the shoulders? They're getting warm, right? We're going to do a squat and press. So we're going to take the ball. We're going to tap it down. And then raising up to the ceiling. Now, depending on the height of your ceiling, right? You can go nice and tall. I happen to have maybe, 8 feet. So we're going to go down and up. Ready? And if you're a carpenter, you probably know. I have no idea. I want to say 7, 8 feet. I'm not sure. So I can touch the ceiling, I can touch the floor. How is that? But if you have a higher ceiling, then maybe reach a lot further up, okay? Down and press. Down and press. Now remember with squats, we don't want to press into the knees. So you should be able to wiggle your toes in your shoes, right? And press. Good. Down and press. Reach it up. Down and reach. Down and reach. Are we feeling a little bit warmer? Should be. And press. Good. Inhale down. Exhale, press. We've got 15 seconds. And push, dipping into the heels. And press. Nicely done. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. I'm going to take our legs nice and wide. I'm going to take the ball to the floor. And all I want you to do is shift your weight to one side, but the opposite arm is going to reach into it and then switch. Reach into it. Ready? Here we go. Reach and reach. Don't reach too far away from you. We're going to be meaning in front of you. I want you to go laterally, okay? Lateral stretch. Lateral stretch. So one leg is bending, one leg is straight. And at the same time that we're reaching that arm over and across the body. There we go. Exhale out, reach it. Good, nice little mobility. So we're kind of working your lower upper body, core, and stretching. We're going to do a whole whack of things today. right? So I just wanted to do these workouts. So if you do have a ball, we can start incorporating that ball, right? Same with when we're doing spinning classes. Not all of us have spinning bikes, but that's okay, right? One more, and done. Good job. We're gonna go into a wood chop. So all I'd like you to do is you're gonna take the ball over to one side and then raising it up as you're taking that back leg with you, okay? So down and lift. Down and lift. It's like you're trying to throw that ball behind you, but you're not quite letting it go, right? And then back down. Change your mind. Change your mind. There you go. Change your mind. Good. Reach. Change your mind. And again, reach. Change your mind. We're going to do 5 more seconds on the side, and then we're going to switch it straight over the other side. Last one. Ready? Let's switch it. Down, raise it up. Down, raising it up. Depending on what time of the day you're doing this workout, right? So if you have already done a few things today, you're gonna be more limber. This is your first morning type workout. Then you might find you need these mobility type movements to get right into that workout. And you know what? It's safer, right? Get that whole body going. Inhale, exhale, stretch. 4, 3, 2, and time. It feels good, right? Okay, let's grab some water. Now, we're going to start with ball crunches. If you happen to be on carpet, I do highly recommend you to have a mat. Also, the mat will keep your feet sticking better to the ground. We want to have our feet about hip width apart here. So we don't want to be out here. The wider we go, the more stable we are, which sounds like a great idea, but the whole point here is today that we're working a little bit more on the core, okay? So I want your feet a little bit more narrow. We're going to walk it forward until your lower back is touching the ball, and you're right underneath those shoulder blades. We don't want to be here. Way too easy. We're going to come up a little bit higher. Hands go behind your ears. We're going to pelvic tuck it in. We're going to do crunches. Ready, set, and go. So we're going to curl into it and release. Now, when I'm doing my crunches, what's not moving is the ball, okay? What I see a lot of times happening is this, right? We don't want to move the ball. Your ball stays nice and stable. Inhale, exhale out. My hands are here to support my head, my neck, and lifting from the shoulders, which means I'm lifting from my upper abdominals. All right, so really think about your form, your technique, breathing out on the way up, inhale as we're coming down. Exhale, lift, inhale, release. Exhale, lift, inhale, release. Pressing it up and down. You should start feeling this. Now, one of the complaints I might get, it's like, I really feel this in my back. If you do, come down a little bit lower, right? Make it a little bit easier and give that back a little bit more support. Okay, if it's too easy, we need to come up a little bit higher. 4, 3, 2, and release. Good job. We're going to do the similar thing, but we're going to have our arms straight up above your head this time. We're going to be reaching for the knees, but this time I do want you to push a little bit into the ball as we're coming up, okay? Ready? Reaching it back, and in we go. Reaching it back, so there's a little bit of movement from that ball as we're coming up, but not a lot, okay? Now what I want you to think about here is that stretch. Stretch it, and use your core to pull it up to the knees. Stretch it, and pulling it back to the knees. Good. Stretching it down, and pulling it up. Looking good. Inhale down. Exhale, lift, right? We want to breathe here. Stretch, and pulling it up. Stretch, and pulling it up. Good. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good work. Okay, from there, we're going to do hip raises. So we're going to go a little bit more back with the ball. So when we're rolling forward, our feet are going to be stable on, and I want your shoulder blades and head to be comfortable. So once we're in this position, right across the shoulder blades should be your weight of the ball. You have nice freedom off your hips. Your knees, ankles, and hips are aligned with each other. And we're going to drop your hips and lift. Ready? Lifting it up, and down. Your head stays stable on the ball. Okay, so if you have dumbbells you want to place here, you can make this a little bit harder and lift. Down and lift. Down and lift. If you feel this in your neck, that means you've gone too far forward, right? Or if the neck is hurting, that means you're not getting enough support, right? So there's different scenarios here, lifting it up and down. So all these 3 exercises, could we do them without a ball? Yes, we can. So the first one was ball crunches. We can do just regular crunches on the floor. The second one was arms straight, reaching for the knees. Sure, you can do that one on the floor. This one, we could do a bridge on the floor. So any workout that we're doing, could we alter it without having tools? Absolutely. Right? So that's the beauty about some of these classes, that we can totally alter them. 4, 3, 2, and release. We're going to do that whole segment again. Rotate your spine. Rotate your spine. Get ready. Into crunches. 45 seconds. Hands behind your ears. In 4, 3, 2, and go. Curling into it. Right, so my hands are just lightly touching my head. I'm not yanking on my head. I'm using my upper abdominals to draw myself in to that crunch position. Okay, so really listen to your body here and pulling it in. Good. Inhale, exhale, squeeze it and squeeze it. Lifting from the shoulders, curling into it. Right, just hang on to the head, don't yank on it, 15 seconds, and pull. Good, we should feel this in the core. Exhale out on the way up, squeeze it. We got this. 4, 3, 2, and time. We're gonna do those straight arm, right to the knees. Again, if you don't have the ball, you're doing this right on the floor, right? So roll back down. I'm just giving my body a little break, right? Especially the lower back. Arms extended, ready, and go. Reaching for the knees and extending it down. Reaching for the knees, extending it down. So I'm letting my lower back kind of arch, but also stretches my abdomen. Okay, every time I go down, but then I'm working my core. So I'm kind of doing a 2-for-1 here, right? Stretch and work the core. Inhale down, exhale, curling into it. Inhale down, exhale, curling. If this is starting to bump your neck, you can have one hand behind your head, switching, right? Again, we can make one exercise harder or easier as well. And press. Last one. And release. Good work. From there, we're going to go back to your hip lifts. So we're going to scoot ourselves forward. Head and shoulders are rested. Your feet are still hip width apart. You can keep your hands on your belly and your hips, wherever you like. Ready? And go. Down. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze your bum. Your weight should be in your heels, right? Squeeze your bum. Squeeze your bum. So we're kind of working your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back in the same time. Again, if you don't have a ball, you can do bridges. You can have your feet elevated on a chair, right? So we have all these options. What the ball adds here is that we're working a lot more core, right? So when we're doing a bridge, I have to stabilize myself, and I can feel the ball moving slightly right, left, right? And I have to stabilize it. 4, 3, 2, and time. Third set. Yes, we are. I'm going to make those core muscles burn today. Let's hold it right here. And again, if you need a breather, just sit upright for a second until you're ready to jump back in. Hands behind your ears. In 4, 3, 2, let's curl it up. So curling it up, right, is not reaching to the knees. Think about elbows going to the hips and your pubic bone pulling in every time you're lifting into it, yeah? Squeeze. Inhale, exhale. Squeeze. Inhale, exhale. Squeeze. Good work. Exhale out. Squeeze into it. We got this. Awesome work. Power into it. Power into it. Woo! Come on. 10 more seconds. We should feel this now. Start getting a little warmer. Good. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good, give yourself a little breather. We're gonna have our arms extended this time, right above your head. 45 seconds, give it a nice little stretch. And then reaching for those knees, right? Ready, set, and go. And down. Right, so now we're still curling into it, but I'm actually reaching a little further, so my upper abdominals have to work just so a little bit more. A little bit more. You right? Because we always want to work a little bit more. And again, if your head gets tired, and then reaching it and switch. And reaching it and switch. And if it's too much for the back, right, don't go as low down into that stretch when we're extending. Good. And again. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Back to the hip lifts. Right? So we're going to hold it right here. So you don't even have to go anywhere. Just going to hang out on the ball. And you can do these 3 exercises anytime after a workout that we've already done. Right? Why not? Add it in. Ready, set, and go. So let's say we did a workout that maybe doesn't include as much core. Right? You might want to add something like this into it. Keep your head in a neutral position. Make sure your shoulder blades are carrying your weight. Right? It's not your head that's lifting. You should feel nothing in your neck. This should all be in your glutes. Make sure your knees are aligned with your ankles. Very important. We don't want to put any pressure into those knees. And when we're lifting, we want to squeeze those glutes, not only your lower back. So there's definitely a lot to think about here. Down and press. 10 more seconds. Squeezing it up. Are we feeling this? Right? We should be feeling this. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good work. All right, from there, we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to have a sit on the ball, but before we do that, let's have some water. Okay, we're going to grab some dumbbells, and again, we're doing a little bit of arm shoulder work, and while we're sitting on the ball, we're still working our core muscles. If you don't have free weights, you can grab your soup cans, you can grab your water bottles, okay? So we're going to start off with bicep curls. So we're going to sit nice and upright, and what I see a lot of times happening, people tuck their feet right into the ball. I want your feet to come out a little bit, your upper body nice and upright, and really using your core in this position to keep yourself nice and straight, okay? We're going to stay with bicep curls. I know what I'm doing. Palms are up, shoulders down and back, and all we're going to do is we're going to curl those biceps in and out. Ready? Let's go. Up and down we go. Curling it up and down. So I'm slightly beside my hips, and I'm keeping my palms up the whole time. So there's no rotation to the dumbbells, and you can sort of hang on to the dumbbells, making sure that they're not falling out of your hands, but I do highly suggest for you not to cramp your hands super tight on those dumbbells. Because if you do, if you cramp them too tight, your forearms are going to get tired before you even reach those biceps. Okay? Curling into it. Curling into it. Curling into it. You're doing awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. We're going to go right into shoulder presses. So we're going to have our arms at a 90-degree angle. We're going to press both arms up and down, dropping those elbows just below those shoulders. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. So this is where the ball size does kind of matter, because if the ball is too big or too little, you're actually not going to have a really good position here. The closer my feet go in, the more my core is working. The wider I have them, the more stable I am, right? So find a position that you feel like you're challenging yourself a little bit, but you're not going to fall off, right? Good. Exhale up, inhale down. Keep your wrists in a neutral position of your forearms. Drop your elbows just slowly, slightly underneath your shoulders. And what I mean with that, we don't want to do this. Okay, so down, just below. Up, down, just below. Pressing it up, and release. Good job. We're going to keep our arms in a 90-degree angle this time, and we're going to go lateral raises to your shoulders, right? So roll the shoulders out. Keep yourself nice and upright. Don't slouch into this. In 4, 3, 2, 90-degree angle, and go. Lifting it up. Lifting it up, okay? Lifting it up. Try to go about shoulder level. Working on those shoulders, come on. Shoulders look good in tank tops. Want to work those. And press. Good. I love working arms. I really do. I love working my biceps, triceps, shoulders, right? So if you have a figure that maybe you have wider hips, work your shoulders, right? Because we can even those things out a little bit. So we can manipulate our shape by adding muscle and shape in other areas. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Tricep kickbacks. We're going to hinge slightly forward, right? Elbows tucked in, and we're just going to kick it back from the triceps, rolling those shoulders down and back. Those arms are going to be tired. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Your wrists stay nice and neutral. When we're doing those tricep kickbacks, we're not going all the way to the shoulders, right? So I see this all the time too, where people doing this whole momentum thing, right? See how I'm bouncing on the ball actually keeps you in position and press. Now, the nice thing about this being on the ball is that it keeps our back a little bit more stable, even though we're unstable on the ball, right? So our core is engaged a little bit more, but when we're standing and hinging forward, there's a lot of lower back involvement. Not saying that there isn't here. Good, breathing back. Exhale, squeeze. Exhale, squeeze, good. Keep going, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good, roll the shoulders out, right back to bicep curls. We're gonna do 3 sets of this. I want you to feel those arms tomorrow. Nice, tall posture. Ankles, knees, and hips aligned. Palms facing forward. Ready? Let's go. Curl and curl. Right? So we want to speed it up a little bit, but not to the point that we're using momentum and losing our technique and form. Come on. Exhale, squeeze. Right? So if you have some music in the background, crank it. Let's do this. Right? Because we're going to do 3 sets of this. Exhale out. You can mute me. Sometimes with these kind of workouts, it's really important for me to translate to you what I want you to feel and also helping you with your technique. But I totally get it. Once you understand it, that next time you do this workout, you could totally mute me, crank your music, you know what's going to be next, and have a workout that way as well. I don't mind. I won't be offended, I swear. All right, shoulders down and back. I'll never know about it. Okay. Back to overhead presses, shoulders down and back. I think my husband would probably sometimes want me to have a mute button too. Ready? And go. Pressing it up, stretch. Pressing it up, stretch. So the key here is that we're not holding back the stretch going up. We want to kind of shrug those shoulders a little bit, and that saves our shoulder girdle. Like when people complain about that they have shoulder pain, right? So if we're not shrugging on the way up, we can actually impinge that shoulder, so it's really important that we shrug it up. Also, when we look up, we should be able to see our dumbbells. Okay, so they're kind of aligned with our forehead. Exhale out on the press. Right, so today's a little bit more personal training like. Right, lots of structure and press. That's what I do, right? When I have my personal training clients, I'm a stickler for technique. And press, 1 more. And release, good. Arms at a 90-degree angle. We're going to come back into that lateral raise. Get ready. Give your arms that little break when you have that in-between time. In 4, 3, 2, and go. Raising it up. Raising it up. Come on. Summer shoulders right here. And press. I can't believe we're into June already. And press. Good. Exhale out. 90-degree angle. Keep your upper body upright. Remind yourself to keep your shoulders down and back. Your posture nice and upright. Good. And again, pressing it up. We got 20 more seconds. Feeling those shoulders now? Starting to, right? Good. Lifting it up. Awesome work. And again, lifting it up. Very nice. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Good. Tricep kickbacks. Hinge in slightly forward. I usually walk a little bit more forward, so I have a little bit more room. Elbows tucked in, and we're going to kick it back on 4, 3, 2, and go. Kicking it back. Right? Keep it controlled. Exhale on the extension, right? Every time when the muscles need to be worked the hardest, that's when we want to exhale, right? Contracting the muscle, exhaling it through, right? On that effort. If you don't get it right, that's totally fine. If you're breathing the other way, I definitely want you to breathe. That's really important. And again, exhale, lifting it back. Lifting it back. Your back should be nicely straight, aligned with your shoulders and hips, right? So keep that good form, good technique. 4, 3, 2, and release. Oh, poor arms. We're going to do this one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One last time. Roll those shoulders out. Yes, we are. Overhead, bicep curls. See, I keep getting mixed up. 4, 3, 2, and go. Curl. Right? So we did biceps, shoulders, triceps. Yeah? Come on. We want to work those beautiful arms of yours. Don't cramp those dumbbells too tight. They're not going anywhere. Right? If you have water bottles, same thing. If you have soup cans, right? Could we do this with no resistance? Sure we can, right? Like we can actually squeeze our muscles with just focusing on the contraction of the muscle. It's tough though, right? So maybe if you don't have anything and 2 rocks if you're outside, right? Try to find similar heaviness to the rock. 4, 3, 2, and time. Oh dear. Okay, shoulders down and back. We're going to go back into that 90-degree angle. 10 more seconds. Give your shoulders a little bit of a breather. In 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Up and down. Good. Up and down. Nice. Shrug into it and just slightly below the shoulders with those elbows. Come on, make it work. It's your last round. I swear. We always focus so much on the legs, right? It's like, Sonja, what's happening? I haven't developed this strength. You got all this leg strength. This is why this is so important. We don't want to lose out on our arms. And push. 15 seconds. And guess what? The whole time we've been sitting on that ball, you've been working your core, right? And press. So close. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. 90-degree angle to those arms. Oh, looking good. Shoulders down and back. Ready, set, and go. Good job. Doing awesome. Keep going. Almost there. Last 4, 3, 2, and all right. And now we're going to go back to the tricep dumbbell kickback. So we're going to have the shoulders down and back, elbows tucked in. Ready? And go. Kicking it back. Nice deep breathing. And press. Exhale out, right? So keep those shoulders down and back. Keep your back nice and flat, core nice and tight. Don't forget to breathe and push. Come on, we're working those arms. Finishing up hard, yes, and push, good. Back flat. Exhale, pressing it back. Notice my wrists stay in a nice neutral position. Right? Because when we go heavier, what I see a lot of times happening is this, and that's going to be really hard on your wrists, especially when we start developing a little bit more strength, and then yanking on those wrists. Last one, and time. Good job. Let's grab some water. From there, we are going to go right into a little bit of chest, a little bit of core. We're going to start with a push-up. So the push-up you can either do on the floor, again, as I said earlier, if you don't have a ball, you can do all of this without a ball as well. Okay, so either you do a regular push-up or join me to make it a little bit harder. We're going to roll on top of the ball. The further up we are with the ball on your knees, the harder this is going to be. So you decide. Shoulders rotate down, and we're just going to do a regular push-up, going down and up, 45 seconds. Ready, set, and go. Down and press. Down and press. Your core should be nice and tight. Your back should be nice and flat. If you want to make this a little harder, walk out a little bit further. Okay? Make sure that you're in a good alignment with your elbows and shoulders, right? We don't want to harm your shoulders or your elbows, and press. Always stay right across your chest. Exhale and press. And if this is too hard, come back. Have the ball more along the hips. Down and press, right? Or go right down to the floor. Right? So you decide and press. Almost there. Inhale, exhale out. We got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and release. We're going to hold it on the ball. We're going to go some jackknives. So all I want you to do is pulling the knees into your chest, then extending it back out. Ready, set, and go. Could you do something like this on the floor? Well, not necessarily rolling anything, but you could do the mountain climbers. Okay, another thing that you could do instead of this is a downward dog into a plank, right? So there is other options if you don't have the ball, right? So anytime we do classes what involves a little bit more tools that you may not have, that doesn't mean you can't do this, right? We just gotta be creative in other ways of adapting, right? And pull and release. Good work, keep it going. Pulling it in and release, right? So if you don't have that ball, keep going. Pulling it in and release, don't stop. Pulling it in and release. So if you don't have the ball, you be just here and here. Here and here, yeah? 4, 3, 2, and time. Good job. We're gonna have your ball in your hands. We're gonna go right into a double crunch. So we're gonna have our ball extended above your head. We're gonna pull it together and release, right? Head gonna lift or not. It's completely up to you. Ready? And go. We're gonna raise it in and extend. You can lift your head and shoulders and release. Lifting the head and shoulders or not. And press, right? So if you have a weaker neck, you might want to stay here, right? If you have a stronger neck where it's not so sensitive, definitely lifting into it. If you want to make it harder yet, then you're going to go up and extending the legs. Pulling it up and extending those legs, right? So again, finding your level and pull and down and pull and down. Good job. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale and release. Good work. We're going to go right into straight legs on the ball, up and down the hips. So we're going to basically do a bridge. Careful not to lock the knees right out, okay? You want to keep them straight, but not so straight that you're going to hurt your knees. Hands down beside. We're going to lift and release. Lift and release. Lift and release, right? If that's too hard on the knees, bend a little bit more, so it's more like a bridge, okay? Lifting it up. If it's too easy, push the ball a little further away and work a little bit harder from here. So again, finding the right level for your body is important. Lifting it up. Good. And again, we're working your lower back and we're working your glutes and we're working the hamstrings at the same time here. So lots going on. And again, lifting it up. Good. 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. We're going to grab the ball back into our hands and we're going to do a little switcheroo. So you're going to go ball into your hands, then grab the ball with your ankles and knees, down you go, and then switching it back. Ready? And go. Up we go, and switch. Up we go, and switch. If you can work a little harder, then lift those shoulders every time we pass the ball. Okay? Passing it, releasing it. Passing it, releasing it. You don't have to lift the head with this. Right? You can do without and lift. Good. And up. Passing it through, grab the ball. Yeah? And again. Woo! Come on, push it. Nice and controlled. Lifting it through. Last 4, 3, 2, and time. Turning it back around, back into your push-ups. On the ball or on the floor. Then back to your jackknives. On the floor or on the ball. Right? You decide. Okay, right here. Back to the push-ups. Shoulders down and back. Ready? And go. Down and lift. Down and lift. Press from the chest. Right? We don't want to feel this only in your shoulders. And notice I'm quite sort of in between my knees and my hips. So I'm actually kind of on my thighs. Right? But if you're more advanced than this, definitely scoot yourself up so that only your feet are on the ball. You can do that as well. Good. Down and press. Down and press. Down and press. Good job. Inhale, exhale. Pressing it up. We got this. And push. Down and press. Good work. Almost there. In 4, 3, 2, and time. We're going to hold it right here. We're going to go straight into that jackknife in 4, 3, 2. Let's go. Rolling the ball in and extend. 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 Yeah? Rolling the ball in and extend. Rolling the ball in and extend. Come on. If you're much more advanced than that, you can do a jackknife with just your toes on, right? Keep going. You got 15 seconds. Whoop. So what that would look like is you're literally lifting up on your tippy toes and back down from here. In 4, 3, 2, and time. Back to lying down on the floor. Double crunches. Woo! All right, arms extended. Pushing that lower back down. Up to you. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Up we go. Oh, I was almost going to switch there. Lifting into it and down. Lifting into it and down, right? So you can keep the head down, keeping it nice and safe to the lower back. If you are more advanced than that, straightening those legs out a little bit more or straightening them right out and pulling it in. Again, you know your level, you know your back, your shoulders, your body in general. You know what you can manage and handle, right? And sometimes something feels good. Like I find out with my body, it'll feel good in a moment, and the next day I'm just like, oh, what did I do, right? So get to know that, right? There's certain exercises like, probably shouldn't push it any harder than this. Last one, and time. We're going to take the ball onto the floor, resting your feet up on top, flexing your toes, hands go just down beside you. We're going to lift those hips up and down in 4, 3, 2, and go. Lift and down. Lift and down. Good. Lift and down. Right, so I'm resting sort of on my calves, on my ankles. If I want to make it easier, I'm going to roll the ball closer towards me, right? So a little bit easier. If I want to make it harder, rolling the ball quite a ways away from me, right? And then what you're going to feel too is your lower back will be a lot more involved. Good job. 15 more seconds, which is not a bad thing, right? When we feel the lower back working. The ball also adds the adductors, your inner thighs in there. 4, 3, 2, and time. We're going to switch the ball again between your hands and your legs, right? So switching it up, pelvic tucked in. So really trying to press that lower back to the ground. Ready, set, and go. Switching it, legs, switching it, hands. Want to work harder? Lift your head and shoulders. Lift your head and shoulders. Good. We also call this the dead bug. Right? It's just kind of funny. I like calling it dead bug, but then I don't know, there's something about it. So I call it switcheroos. Or switch between your hands and feet. Right? or switch ups. I don't know, switch a pass. All right, 15 seconds, come on. And press, we got this. Woo! Come on, don't throw the ball, right? It's easy to throw it, grab it, and lower it. And time, good work. We got one more round to go. Woo! I guess you can call it ball exchange, maybe. Okay, back to your push-ups. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna do this set without the ball, just so you can see what I'm talking about. 45 seconds, ready, and go. Push-ups. Right, so again, no ball, fine. We can do it without. And press. And press. And press. And you know, the truth is, when we have the ball, sometimes it's easier, right? So there's certain exercises that I find having the ball will actually make it easier versus harder, and depending on where the ball is situated, right? If it's on your thighs versus your knees or shins. Keep going, 4, 3, 2, and time. Instead of rolling the ball in and out, let's do a jackknife with the downward dog instead, into a plank in 4, 3, 2, lifting it up and plank. Lifting it up and plank, yeah? Lifting it up and plank. Lifting it up and plank. Feel my hair coming all out like a hot mess now. Up and plank, good. Up and plank. And again, up and plank, good. Pushing it through and plank. We got this, 15 more seconds. Working your shoulders at the same time. And press. Core is nice and tight. 4, 3, 2, and release. Going over to your back. We're going to go back into your double crunches. So if you don't have a ball, pelvic tucked in, all we're going to do, we're just going to go double crunching it up from here in 4, 3, ready, and go. Right, so if you don't have the ball, then this is what we got to do, right? And if that's still too hard, leave your head down, right? Belly button pulls in, nice and controlled. If you want to work harder, you can still take your legs, straighten them out more. So again, we can alter this, right? So just because a workout has a tool that we may not have doesn't mean that we can't do that whole workout, right? We may have to alter certain things or just come up with a different exercise, kind of like doing push-ups. When we can't do push-ups, well, what's a good alternative? A chest press, right? So grab some dumbbells and do a chest press instead if it bothers your wrists. Or maybe just add an extra core exercise in there that you like. One more, and time. We're going to hold it right here, hands down beside, pulling those heels in. We're going to bridge it up and down in 4, 3, 2, and go. Bridging it up, bridging it up. And again, having the ball instead of this, right? Or what about a chair, right? Having the chair, extending your legs on there, lifting it up and down. Keep going, and lift, and lift, and lift. So that's exchanging this one with your legs straight, right? Keeping your feet on, lifting it up, right? So you decide. Or maybe this choice has been made for you because you don't have the ball. And that's okay. And again, lifting it up, pressing into it, squeezing the glutes. You got 10 more seconds. And push. Go, go, go. Last 4, 3, 2, and time. Ball exchanges. So again, we're going to grab the ball in your hands. We're going to switch it between your hands and your feet. Ready, set, and go. Up we go, switch. Up we go, switch. Lift your head and shoulders with it. So, can we pass a dumbbell between your feet? No, please don't do that. Right? But maybe you have a kid's ball. Maybe you have a little basketball. Maybe you have a volleyball. Okay? So look around. Maybe you have a balloon. Yeah? So we can totally get creative with these things. You just have to think outside of the box. Don't throw the ball, right? Pass it and grab it. That's really what I see this happening a lot, where people throw it and then throwing it, right? It's like, nope, don't throw it, mean it. Let the core do the work. Lift your head and shoulders to make it harder. Good. Exhale out, lifting into it. Last 4, 3, 2, and time. Good work. We're going to hold it right here. Let's drop both knees over to one side, stretching through the lower back and the hips. Breathing in and out of it. You got this. And then again, taking it over to the other side. Nice stretch right through that lower back. Inhale, exhale out. Good job. I'm going to pull both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a gentle rock side to side, massaging it through that lower back. Excellent work. Good stuff. We're going to sit nice and upright. We're going to take one leg, crossing it over the other, hugging it nice and tight, looking over your shoulder. You guys did awesome. So again, a different kind of workout with a different tool. If you're doing a workout, let's say, where we incorporate push-ups or anything like that, and you want to incorporate the ball, now you know how, right? So that's the nice thing about also learning about different exercises. Let's cross the other leg over, hugging that knee in, looking over your shoulder. Awesome. Good job. And releasing it. You've done a phenomenal job. I always suggest doing a heck of a lot more stretching. So definitely hang out on your mat for maybe another 5 minutes or so. Spend some more stretching on your lower back. But we did, we did the shoulders and arms. You've probably forgotten all about it by now. But we want to stretch those areas out too. So doing a nice little chest stretch, shoulders roll, right? Stretching out those forearms, right? Because when we use them for push-ups. So definitely spend more time on your stretches, all right? Thank you for joining me. My name is Sonja from Success Fitness. Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube, like it. Let me know how things are going. Message me because I love hearing from you, and I will see you soon. All right, so tomorrow we have a spinning class in store. So if spinning is not your cup of tea, you can choose any of the other classes that we've been doing in the last 12 weeks. All right, have a fantastic day.